just got the first copy of my book.
Prior to entry, and be hosted by Legal Immigration Services.
Guys, how are you? It's Brett Miller here from Legal.
Fantastic service, fantastic.
Always recommend me.
Guys, how are you?
Always recommend.
Hey guys, how are you? I just wanted to do a really quick video and I wanted to talk about the International Experience Canada program. This is affectionately known as the Working Holiday program, but there's a number of different streams to it and I want to go over those with you right now and I want to provide you a really good introduction to this program. All right, so here's what we're going to do. The IAC program, the whole aim of this program is that it provides youth with the opportunity to travel and to work in Canada. If eligible, you're placed into a pool and you're selected. If you're selected, then you can actually be in the front running to be able to come to Canada. All right, so here's the deal. You gotta be from a country that has a partnership with Canada. Plain and simple, that's the first thing. There's a number of different countries that have this ability and we're gonna go through those in a little sec. Generally, you gotta be between the ages of 18 and 35, and some countries 29, 30 years old. But it really depends because each country has different rules. Some of the countries, you're gonna get up to 2 years for a work permit, and there's different streams that are gonna be available to you. Now, the eligible countries. There's 35 countries that are eligible to be able to participate in the IAC program. And if you're a citizen of one of these countries, or maybe multiple countries, right, then you have the option to be able to come to Canada. Some of the countries that are more popular, Australia, Hong Kong, Ireland, Japan, New Zealand, Spain, the United Kingdom, these are all countries that have pathways under the program. There's many, many more. Now, the Working Holiday is the first and most popular stream that's out there. The purpose of this is so that you can come to Canada and make money while you're traveling. The eligibility to this program is pretty straightforward. You have to be able to fund your vacation with temporary work in Canada, which you're gonna do because you're gonna find a job. Normally, you don't have to have a job offer, but during COVID times, they wanted people to have a job offer prior to coming. Okay, just as a little side note for you. And that may or may not change depending on the time that you're looking at this video or what's going on in the world. But generally, it's an open work permit. You can work anywhere, and they weren't really looking for you to have a job. The next category is the young professionals. Now, the young professionals is a really interesting category and an alternative, but here's a little bit of a difference from the Working Holiday. The purpose is for you to get Canadian work experience to better set yourself up for the global economy. The eligibility for this program is you gotta have a job offer and you'll work for the same employer during your stay in Canada. So this is an employer-specific or a closed work permit. The job offer must be in a skill level in type O or 0, A or B. The last category is the international co-op. The purpose of this is to get overseas work experience related to your field of study. Eligibility for this, you gotta be a student and you gotta be registered in a post-secondary institution. You have to have a job offer for an internship in Canada, and you gotta do this internship to complete your studies. It has to be part of your studies. That's very key for this. You'll work with the same employer during your entire stay in Canada at the same location. And again, this is an employer-specific or a closed work permit. Okay? Let's get into the process a little bit. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna create your IAC profile, then you're gonna get into the pool, then you're gonna get invited to apply, and then you're gonna, once you get that invitation, you're gonna have to complete all the forms, gather some documents, pay some fees, and submit the application. This is actually really, really super straightforward. Lastly, once you get that, you're gonna have to get your biometrics, and then you're gonna have to wait for your approval. That's it, you're good to go. Now, I wanna put something else in there and just tell you one other thing, just as a little side note to this whole international experience stuff. I have a lot of people that will come to Canada and use this as a jumping off point for you to be able to come to Canada and stay here permanently. Now, a lot of people, when they come to my office, they show up and they're like, you know, I came to Canada, whatever. And then usually about a year, year and a half in, they're like, you know what? I really like it here. I actually want to stay. Sometimes they've had work experience that will qualify them for that, whereas other times, they've wasted the time and they can't actually use that work experience to stay here. And I can tell you this, having Canadian work experience for a lot of people, it's very coveted, and it actually can be the differentiator for a lot of people to be able to come and actually stay here as a permanent resident. So the most important thing that you need to know is you got to get skilled work experience. It has to be in a 0A or B category in the skill level. And if you don't know what that is, you can check out some of my other videos because I do go into that in quite a bit of detail. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. The last thing I want to say to you is this, is if you want to come here, you want to work and you want to have a good time, fantastic. I think it's awesome. But if you also want to keep your options open for the future, you might want to actually understand how you can use this experience to actually open this up. So not only are you getting a working holiday visa here, but guess what? You're also getting an option to get a second passport here in Canada in the future. All right, we'll leave it at that. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. And again, thank you for watching. Check out some of the other videos in our channel. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and we'll see you soon.